Someone must have slandered Joseph K, because although he had done nothing wrong, he was arrested one morning. Anna, the cook who brought him breakfast every morning, didn't come this time. That had never happened before.
Who are you?
You rang.
Yes. Anna's to bring me breakfast.
He wants Anna to bring him breakfast. It's not possible. Wouldn't you rather stay here?
I'm sorry about the breakfast today. They forbid me from coming to your place.
You should have stayed in your room. Didn't Franz tell you that? You're under arrest.
Show me the arrest warrant, then.
You're behaving worse. Do you want to end your trial by discussing the arrest warrant with us? We're just lowly employees, but our authorities obtain detailed reports on the person arrested before ordering an arrest. There's been no mistake. The inspector wants you. You can't leave. What are you thinking? Do you want to see the inspector in your nightshirt? He'll have you flogged, and us along with you.
Joseph K.
Who's accusing me? What authorities are in charge of the proceedings?
These gentlemen and I, and in fact know almost nothing about it. I can't report that you've been accused of it. There will be an inquiry into your affair next Sunday. These inquiries will now be held on a... Here is the number of the building in which you are to appear. Kay had resolved at once to go to said house on Sunday. The trial was getting underway, and he had to put up a fight. This initial inquiry must also be the last. You should have been here an hour and 5 minutes ago.
Nobody told me when the trial starts.
Yes, but now I'm no longer required to examine you. However, I'll make an exception for today. So, you're a house painter?
No! I'm the chief financial officer of a large bank. There can be no doubt that these proceedings are senseless, and that innocent people are being arrested because of it. I only recognize these proceedings out of compassion.
All your remarks are on record and have already...
I'm sure I'll be summoned again soon.
We'll know how to find you. After visiting the court, Kay began to question whether it was wise to ignore and mock the trial. Once a week, he would visit a girl named Elsa, who worked as a waitress at night and received visitors during the day while lying in bed. Today, however, he decided instead to see Huld, a lawyer who had been recommended to him as an expert in these matters.
I'm here to see Lawyer Huld.
The lawyer is ill, but I will introduce you.
Chief Financial Officer Joseph Kay, I am very interested in your matter.
How do you know about me and my trial?
I move in legal circles, various trials that the court wants to eliminate the defense as much as possible. Everything is to be laid upon the defendant himself. But there is no other court before which there is a greater need for lawyers.
I'll go see what's happened.
It was nothing. I just threw a plate against the wall to get you to come out. I can help you better than he can.
It's very rude to leave in the middle of a conversation. If you want my help, please come with me. Lenny, leave us alone.
Should I really get Lenny's help?
You chose well. You needn't worry about help. I'll help you myself. But we have to hide from Dr. Huld, or everything will go wrong. Go on, don't stop. Dr. Huld is looking for us.
They're nice landscapes. I'll buy...
Some people are put off by paintings like these because they're too somber. But others, and you're among them, I know a lot about this court and the deceit it makes necessary. Some court employees can be bribed. I can study the secret files on your case. I already know how to help you. By the way, call me Lenny. You're too stubborn, I understand.
Who said that?
I'd reveal too much if I told you. Please, but don't be so stubborn. You have to confess, or turn to the crooked lawyers. You can't defend yourself against this court. All you can do is confess. All you can do is confess. That's the only chance you have to escape.
Should I really confess?
Do you understand the nature?
I don't.
So you misunderstand the fact the judgment isn't simply delivered at some...
How do you imagine it will end?
I don't know how it'll end. Do you know, Elsa?
Are you guilty then?
I'm definite.
What will you do next in your case?
I intend to seek additional.
Just now, when he should have summoned all his strength, Kay discovered such doubts of his own judgment as had previously been foreign to him. Could he really rely so little on his own judgment already?
I think you answered well. Now you have the possibility of escape that I was talking about. You can ask the court for actual or apparent acquittal.
What is an apparent acquittal?
I'll write out a certification of your innocence. Then I'll make the rounds of the judges I know with the certification. When I've gathered enough signatures, I take it to the judge who's currently conducting your trial. The charge against you is dropped for now, but can be reinstated the moment an order comes from above.
What is an actual acquittal?
Actual acquittal is best, of course, but I don't have the slightest influence on that particular result. In that case, the defendant's innocence alone is probably decisive. If you're innocent, then you wouldn't need help from me or anyone else.
Should I really strive for an apparent acquittal?
After Lenny's visit, Kay again doubted whether he had made the right decision. Externally, it appeared that everything has been long since forgotten, and the file has been lost. From then on, Kay gradually forgot about the court. On the eve of his 31st birthday, two gentlemen entered Kay's lodgings.
So, you're meant for... They're not prepared for questions.
You have to wear a black hat.
Once outside, they seized Kay's hands below with a well-trained, practiced, and irresistible grip. Then one man drew from its sheath a long, thin, double-edged butcher knife. Kay knew that it would be his duty to seize the knife and stab himself with it, but he didn't, and looked around. One of the men put his hands to his throat, while the other plunged the knife into his heart and twisted it twice. With failing sight, Kay saw the gentlemen leaning against each other, watching what had been decided. "Like a dog," he said. It seemed as though the shame was to outlive him.
Dearest Father, you recently asked me why I say I'm afraid of you. I did not know, as usual, what to answer, partly because of the fear. I always hid from you. I escaped to my books, to deranged friends, to extravagant ideas. I did not come to see you in the synagogue, nor did I show interest in your business. supposed to like the store. One could help out in there, distinguish oneself. Above all, one could admire you and your magnificent business skills. The way you sell, deal with people.
Good morning, Father.
Good morning.
Mrs. Janosch says that Robert can't come. He's ill.
Who's supposed to fill in for him? That foul dog. Good morning, my lady. How can I be of service?
Good morning.
Franz, go to the back and unpack the merchandise from the boxes. Don't tell me you're done already.
I am.
Finally. Took you long enough.
The store was becoming unbearable for me. It reminded me of my relationship to you. No performance could satisfy you, and you must have been equally dissatisfied with me. The next collision between us occurred under very different circumstances, some 20 years later. I am referring to your short speech after I... Good evening, Father. I need to tell you something important.
Good you're here. Help me tidy up and close up the store.
Of course. I'll help you.
So what did you want?
I got engaged to Julia.
I just don't understand you. She probably put on some fancy blouse, as these proud Jewish girls do, and you decide to... You're a grown man. You live in the city, and you don't know any better than to marry the first one that comes along. Are there no other options? If you're scared, I'll go there with you myself.
I don't think you've ever verbally humiliated me more. The fact that I chose a woman meant nothing to you. Such a giant in every way, and I was such a nothing to you. Fortunately, there were some exceptions, like when you came to me during my latest illness. Nothing as great as my lack of confidence. A lack of confidence which you raised me to have. My feeling of guilt originates from you. Out of consideration, as you stopped in the doorway. Bear no blame for our mutual estrangement, but I am equally innocent. But hopefully we have reached something so very close to the truth that it may give us both some comfort and make living and dying a little easier.
It was late in the evening when Kay arrived. The castle hill was not visible. It was surrounded by fog and darkness.
I'm looking for a place to stay. Can I sleep here?
This village is castle property. Nobody is allowed to spend the night here without a permit.
Then I must procure a permit.
Procure a permit from the Count at midnight. What
Enough of this comedy. I am Land Surveyor K, sent for by the Count. Telephone the castle.
I have a man named Kay here, all shabby looking. He claims to be a land surveyor summoned by the Count.
We don't know of any land surveyor.
Just as I said.
A moment. The Bureau Chief himself just confirmed we're expecting a land surveyor.
Well, how am I supposed to explain this to Mr. Surveyor now? I'm very sorry. We don't have a guest room, but you can sleep in our bedroom.
That's fine. I'll put a mattress by the stove and spend the...
So the castle appointed Kay a land surveyor. On the one hand, Kay saw this as an unfavourable sign, for it suggested that they knew about him and were taking up the fight. On the other hand, it was favourable, as it showed that they underestimated him.
Breakfast is covered by the castle.
I heard that the Count pays well. Is that true?
As far as money is concerned, nobody is You'll see for yourself when you move into the castle.
It's not certain where I'm going to be staying. I want my freedom.
You don't know the castle.
It's about time I get to know it then. I'll go there immediately.
Mr. Surveyor, are you admiring the castle?
You know me?
Of course, you belong to the castle.
I'm tired. Is this the way to the castle?
This is the wrong way, but I can take you wherever you want to go.
I want to go to the castle.
Then I'm not going.
But I belong to the castle.
That may be so, but I'm not going to the castle.
To the inn, then.
Follow me.
Who are you?
Your assistants?
What? You two are my...
Yes.
And where do you keep the instruments I entrusted to you?
We don't have any instruments.
All right, then. We missed one day of work, so we have to go to the castle early tomorrow.
No outsiders are allowed in the castle without a permit.
Then call the castle and request a permit.
May our master come to the castle tomorrow?
No.
And when can he come?
Never.
Mr. Surveyor, you have a letter from the castle.
Dear Sir, As you know, you have been accepted into the council. You will be told everything you need to know about your work in the village. Barnabas, the bearer of this letter, will occasionally ask you about any requests you may have and relay them to me. Who's sending me this letter?
Chief Executive Clam.
Pass on my thanks to Mr. Clam for his welcome, then.
All right, I'll go at once.
Wait, I'll come with you. You two, stay here. Where are we?
Home? I thought you wanted to sleep over.
But you wanted to go to the castle.
No, sir. I go to the castle in the morning. I never sleep there.
Why didn't you tell me?
You didn't ask, sir.
Good day, Mr. Surveyor.
This is my sister, Olga. She takes care of our parents.
But now I have to leave for the Castle Inn.
I'd be happy to...
Hello, Mr. Surveyor. Olga, go in the back.
Of course, Frida.
I take it you don't like Olga very much.
Their whole family disgusts me.
What is the Castle Inn?
It's meant for the gentlemen from the castle only. They spend the night here when they have business in the village.
Are many gentlemen from the castle staying here tonight?
Just one, Clam. Do you want to see him? There are rooms next door. You can look through the keyhole. But hurry, don't let anyone see you.
You're only allowed in the tap room.
Why?
The gentleman cannot bear the sight of a stranger.
Then what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for the gentleman.
So this is Clam. If he caught me here, it would be embarrassingly inappropriate. It's strange that the only guest here today is my supervisor. Frida, do you know Mr. Clam well?
Very well. I'm his mistress.
Perhaps we could talk in private.
Are you trying to separate me from Clam?
You saw right through me. I wanted you to leave Clam and to become my mistress.
Frida!
Hide behind the bar so no one can see you.
Where's the surveyor?
He's probably long gone.
Maybe he hid. You can expect all sorts of things from him.
Maybe he hid down there. No, he's not here.
It's very bothersome that I don't know for sure if he's gone. It's about the regulations. And these regulations apply to you too, Miss Frida.
My darling.
They embraced, the tiny body burning in Kay's hands. They rolled a few hours past here, hours of heartbeats together.
We overslept.
Yes, he's waiting for me.
Frida!
I'm with the surveyor! I'm with the surveyor!
What did you do? Now we're both lost.
No, I'm the only one who's lost. But I've gained you. Now we can go.
What do you want?
Well, we had to go looking for you. It's not an easy job.
I need you by day, not by night.
It's daytime.
I'm waiting for you, Mr. Surveyor.
I don't know why this matter is...
Because of my care for Frida. What will happen to her now?
It seems the best course of action is for me to marry but it is imperative that I talk to Clam before the wedding.
How can you even think that Clam will talk to you?
You're a strange man, Mr. Surveyor. I can no longer tolerate you in my house. You must leave the inn.
Very well. I can sleep at Barnabas's.
At Barnabas's? Those wretched scoundrels!
Here we have our surveyor. I have a message from the mayor. Unfortunately, we have no need for a surveyor.
But I'm already hired.
But it doesn't say a word here about you being hired as a surveyor.
So you want to fire me?
Nobody's firing you. The mayor has generously...
I accept.
I see I will have to put a lot of work into your man...
That's enough. Barnabas isn't here. I need to send a message to the castle, urgently.
He's not. He's working at the shoemaker's shop.
Is he even employed at the castle?
You do not know our misery. Therefore you judge Barnabas unfairly.
I've noticed that your name upsets everyone in the village.
No one told you anything. There's a high-ranking official at the castle. His name is Sortini. He noticed my sister, Amalia, at a party. The next day, he sent her a letter. He urged her to come to him at the castle inn. The writing was composed of the most vulgar expressions I have ever heard.
What happened next?
Amalia tore up the letter and threw the scraps in the messenger's face. Since then, we are despised by everyone in the village. We had to leave the house, and they assigned us this shack. My father went to the castle to ask for forgiveness, but they refused. They said, what was he supposed to be forgiven for? No.
As soon as I talk to Clam, I'll ask about your case.
Clam is going to the castle. I saw his sleigh.
I have to catch him.
Go, but come to me tonight.
What were you doing at Olga's for so long?
I need to rest. Go away, you two.
We won't disturb you, sir.
What have you got against the assistants, darling? They're loyal.
They'd let me freeze to death. They're useless to me. It seems to me that you're...
We want to stay with you, sir. Don't be angry with us, sir. We want back in, sir. Back to you, sir. Don't throw us out, sir. Don't drive us away, sir. It's freezing outside, sir. Don't be angry with us, sir. We want back in, sir. Back to you, sir. Don't throw us out, sir. Don't drive us away, sir. It's freezing outside, sir. Don't be angry with us, sir.
They were getting bolder by the day.
I hope you're right. Maybe it would be best to send them away and live alone. Just...
Let us rest and look for a way out of our predicament.
Olga's calling you.
Don't go to her. Even the fact that you're talking to her is
I'll go to Olga.
I knew you'd be sleeping at our place. Your destiny is linked to ours through Barnabas's job.
Why do you
For more than 2 years, I have spent at least 2 nights a week with the servants in the stables at the Castle Inn. Do not despise me for accepting money from servants and using it for my family. It strengthens my connection to the castle. Barnabas went to the castle to seek a job at my instigation. He spent 2 years in their offices, but they didn't entrust him with anything. Only now has he been instructed to deliver you a letter. It's the first job he's ever had.
Olga?
Our fate has become We must protect you, so that you do not lose your connection to the castle from which we might yet make a living.
Kay valued Olga for her bravery, her prudence, her cleverness, and her sacrifices for her family. Kay had never seen office and life so intertwined as here. So intertwined that sometimes it seemed that office and life had exchanged places.
Kay, let's stay together. Come live with us. It's not like it's going to bind you in any way. When it's spring and you don't like it here anymore, you can go.
Maybe I'll stay with... Although Barnabas's messages are not my only hope, I don't want to give them up.
I was looking for you with a letter from Clam.
I commend the surveying work you have done so far. The work of the assistants is also commendable. Do not relent in your efforts. I'm keeping my eye on you. This is nonsense. I don't do any land surveying.
I will relay the message. I will also surely relay what you told me last time.
What? Well, haven't you done it yet?
No, there was a lot of work at home. Clam doesn't wait for news either, but his secretary, Erlanger, is now at the Castle Inn. He told me he's very eager to talk.
I've been looking for you. We're filing.
Why are you complaining?
You've been rude to us. What did we do? The castle told us to cheer you up.
Then why are you looking for me if you're not on duty?
Because of Frida. When you left her, I'm with Frida now. It wasn't rational for her to become your wife.
Come, lay down. Soon you'll be back on...
Is the surveyor there?
Yes?
Come on in at last. It's very late, but we secretaries are used to conducting interrogations at night. You're a surveyor and you don't have a surveying job. Don't you suffer from that?
I suffer from it.
Don't be deterred by disappointments, but beware. There will be occasions when a single word can achieve more than exhaustive effort. But you are very silent, Mr. Surveyor.
I'm very tired.
Of course. Everyone here is tired. The opportunities I have spoken of are too great to take advantage of. There are things that often fail on nothing but themselves.
If you'll excuse me, I'm going to take a little nap.
You don't have to apologize for sleepiness. Bodily forces are sufficient only up to a certain limit. Who is to blame for the fact that this limit is otherwise significant? Now you can control everything, and you need do nothing more than to express your request, the fulfillment of which is already prepared.
I'd like to...
Kay was aware that fatigue had done him more harm today than all other adversity. While the authorities were tasked with defending distant causes on behalf of invisible masters,
Will you stay here with me?
I'll stay with you.
I'll be happy to have a man as a helper and protector.
But first, I have to settle my affairs with the... I have to go to the castle again.
You're either crazy...
What now? You tell me. I died before I finished it. How would you like it to end? I'd like to live in the village with Olga. Very well.